Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think I have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go
baby,
here?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Come on in. You guys, I am still trying to download the video that I want to share with you guys. So give me about 2 minutes. It said it had 47% downloaded. So I was like, I can't wait. I'm going to have to go in and go download it. So y'all just stay right there because I don't want y'all to say, SP, you lying. Where'd you get that from? Do. It wouldn't let me put it on the phone. So what did I do? I'm downloading it on YouTube. So that you guys can hear what I heard and then tell me what you think about it. We're going to go over the updates, but let me get those videos together, you guys. Let me get those videos together. And then let me see if it's ready to download. So I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Let me give you guys a picture. Oh, a beautiful picture. A beautiful picture. Something you guys probably can't even remember. Okay, so let me go out into YouTube. Well, maybe it's letting me do it now. Let me see if it will let me pull it. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. It's not letting me. Anyway, you guys seen the updates of what we're talking about. We put out a little video. I don't see that here, and I don't know why. Oh, it keeps freezing. Oh, I'm sorry. Something's going on with Petition, you guys. I don't have no control over it. But anyway, so I'm wondering where it could be. Hold on. Let me try to find it one more other place, you guys. I'll be right back. Let me look in the photos. Let me look in the photos. So I think I found it. Now let me see if it'll download. If it doesn't download again, I'm just going to have to share with you guys. I'm going to try to download it right now. Okay, there it is right there. Let's see if it'll download. Anyway, thank you, Amari. How is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing on up. Let me get on in. Hopefully you did. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel and click for the notification. Always like the video and share the video, you guys. Other people need to hear this. We're going to be talking, our featured story and case is Shanquella Robinson. I want you guys to know we're going to stay on that case for a while, but there's another case that's coming up that I want to talk about. We'll probably open it up on Monday, but let's go over some of the things that's going on. It's uploading. It says it's uploading, you guys. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to share this with you. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Manchi, how are you? Everybody in the building, thank you guys for showing up. Let me come on in also. I know I was running late, was dealing with Diesel, and hey, Poco Mint. Thank you, T-Star. Anybody that's following the Shanquella case, this is some information that I think everybody looked over. And so now I'm starting to understand probably what has taken place. And we're going to open up panel, but we're not doing tickets for panels, you guys. I got to get to the members and the mods, their tickets, and because this month is going by. So I just want you guys to know that. Let's see here. Where are you at? Okay. So we got about 10 more seconds. So the updates, I put them already out so everybody see what was going on. I wanted everybody to know that the updates, I'm going to share that with you in just a minute. And I'm sorry for my lateness, but time snuck up on me. It really did. But I got a lot of stuff done today. Oh, it's processing. It's going around. It's going, hey, maybe you will get to see it. Maybe you will get to see it, you guys. How's everybody doing? Okay. Let's go over the updates. If you didn't see the notification, we put the updates out there. We're going to go over the updates right now. Let's do it. Updates for today. First, Cupcake case, Patrick Starworth and Quintessa Brown in the deadly kidnapping of Camille Cupcake will be sentenced in federal court on February 23rd. Brittany Griner back in the USA, arriving this morning.
News, Brittany Griner, newly freed from a Russian prison. There she is, back on U.S. soil. She just touched down moments ago in her home state of Texas.
assaulting 4-year-old Cody Bigsby is set to face a Hampton judge this morning. Corey Bigsby was taken into custody more than 10 months ago. You may remember his son Cody was reported missing January 31st. He faces 30 charges, including child neglect and abuse. All of the charges are unrelated to the actual disappearance of his son.
We just got out of court about 30 minutes ago. The update today is that his attorney, Dudu Brown, had already hired a doctor to do a mental evaluation on Corey. Antoine Bell immediately jumps up. He was like, no, sir. He was like, I object to that. The courts need to order a doctor. Judge granted that. Dudu Brown thought that he was going to get away with one of his doctors. Ain't no way, honey. Because they can alter that shit. I don't care.
Never happened. Yeah, that's the first time that ever happened to me. I've done over 500 jury trials. And never once that the judge ordered the opposite. Usually it's the defense attorney or the commonwealth attorney. But, you know, I don't, as far as the fairness of all, I can't say too much about that.
Through alcohol, say that she had she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked.
Hey family, we've got a video that is sharing new information that we have not even heard about. I'm going to share it with you at 3 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you have your face in a place. Say her name, Shanquella Robinson. We want justice. Okay. So those are the updates. I probably couldn't remember them all. It took me a while to make sure that you guys understood that, yes, Corey had court today, and they were asking who hired a doctor, and I hear the doctor is that evaluated Corey is Black Lives Matter's doctor. So they're like, no. So the doctor did, not the doctor, but the judge said, hey, we need someone that's not biased in this situation to evaluate him. And the way I think of it, I hear, because I remember on the Cash Gurner case, they can hire their own doctor, but then, you got the doctor over here, and then you got one. Everybody, they can have the doctor say, well, my doctor said this and your doctor says that. So maybe they're trying to say he's a little cuckoo. I don't know what's going on, but his next date in court will be January 27th. You guys see that Brittany is now on U.S. soil at 7:05 this morning. I was up getting the update on Brittany. We've been following it, not really talking too much about it, but we're glad that she made it home. They were trying to trade 2 of their people for us to get Brittany back. The United States says, no. We're not giving you these 2 people because their situation is totally different than just trying to take some marijuana or something and bring it over into cross state lines. Your people did some damaging stuff. I don't know what 2 people they're wanting back, but they ended up sending her back and not trading for nobody. So you seen her getting off the plane and walking in, and that's the only thing that they have seen of Brittany so far. I'm pretty sure she'll probably come out and do some interviews or whatever. So then you seen, what else was it? Patrick and Derek Brown is getting ready to get sentenced. I was looking up something, and the guilty verdict on both of them, Patrick and Cortessa, being guilty in kidnapping and the death, is an automatic life sentence by itself. So they still have to go to court and face state charges. So that is coming up also. So I wanted you guys to know the update. Now let's get into Shanquella Robinson. You guys know this is a 25-year-old young lady that went on a trip with 6 friends. 7 in all was supposed to show up at the Cabo San Locos place and enjoy themselves the weekend. She did not make it back home. She was there within 24 hours. She died. The friends did not render help to her. They called for a nurse to come. And what actually happened, I don't know why we just went off live over there. The doctor shows up, and there's a story about the doctors giving CPR, the doctor's giving IV, the doctor's giving chest compressions, the doctor is, helping and working on her, and said that she passed away somewhere around about 6 o'clock. We heard all of that, right? But there's one other thing you guys did not hear. And I heard it last night, and I was like, oh my God. I was talking to one of my mods, and we were up all night going over some things. Like, there's certain mods that I have to reach out to, and certain mods, they reach out to me. But this mod, we was up all night going over stuff, and we found this video that was back in November of this year, November 2022. The news put this out, but it's something that they said that nobody's paid attention to. And I want your guys' opinion, because we missed it. We missed the mark. We missed this information. Let me see if I can share my screen, because I should, because I don't want to tell you what it says. I just don't. Let me try to share my screen with you guys. Share. Let's get into this. Chrome.
Of what happened and when. It really is. As new information comes out, it puts into question other details we've learned in the wake of Shanquella Robinson's death. Tonight, we learned more about the timeline of events and the inconsistencies that need to be cleared up. Family says Shanquella Robinson arrived to their luxurious Ocean View home, Villa Linda 32, on October 28th. The guest list notes there were 7 people on the trip. Robinson called her mom to tell her a chef was cooking them dinner that night.
I said, well, okay, I love you, have a good night.
And she talked to her the next day. We know at some point Robinson was violently assaulted by another woman inside the villa. Picture comparison with the villa's online photo gallery confirms the fight happened in the master suite. Multiple people watched the fight, encouraging Quella to fight back.
Quella, can you at least fight back?
She says no before she's thrown to the ground and punched and kicked in the head and back of the neck. Investigative reporter Gerardo Zuniga with Metro Polymix shared the police report with Queen City News. It says on October 29th at 2:13 p.m., the group called for a doctor, telling that doctor Robinson drank too much alcohol and they wanted to give her an IV. At 3:15 p.m., the doctor arrived and noted Robinson had a poor verbal response in a drunken state with stable vital signs and was dehydrated. Dr. Carolina Beatriz Onelias Gutierrez recommended they transfer Robinson to the hospital, but her friends insisted they treat her on site. At 4:20, Robinson had a seizure, and that's when her friend, named in the report as Wenter Donovan, called 911 to request an ambulance. During that time, Robinson's condition deteriorated. Dr. Gutierrez declared her deceased just before 6 p.m. The doctor was with Robinson for nearly 3 hours, a large discrepancy with her death certificate, which says she died 15 minutes after her injury. Another inconsistency, her time of death, which is noted as 3 p.m. on her death certificate and 6 p.m. in the police report. Police who were called to the villa at 5 p.m. arrived at 5:25. Friends also told officers Robinson had alcohol poisoning, something they say they knew was false when her autopsy came back. On November 9th, Robinson's mother, frustrated and seeking the telling us she doesn't believe the story, her daughter died of alcohol poisoning, something her so-called friends were also telling the family. On November 10th, Robinson's body arrived back home to family along with her death certificate, which listed her cause of death, a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the top vertebrae in the neck.
Okay, family, I want you to pay attention. I stopped the video because I want you to pay attention to the next date and what happened on the next date. Okay? Pay close attention.
It indicated to family she had been beaten. On November 16th, only after news agencies pressed Mexican authorities on the suspicious death did they share a press release stating they were investigating the death of a woman at Fundadores Beach Club. 2 days later, November 18th, the FBI announced it had launched.
Did you guys hear? Did you guys hear what they said? They went to Fundadores Beach Club and investigated and spoke to someone, a witness or whatever, about the death of Shanquella. Now, I don't know who was at the beach club. I have no clue. But they went to Fundadores Beach Club. Now, I do remember that they were saying they went somewhere else and stayed. Now, I don't know who was in Cabo on November the 16th, but they went and investigated a woman at Fundadores Beach Club about Shanquella's death. Now, I remember when that one guy that the reporter was saying that they had witnesses, they had 2 people that was speaking and talking, and also they had video. And oh, wow, thank you, 1 in a million for the support. We needed that. Thank you, 1 in a million. Thank you very much. Awesome. But I want you to hear that part again. Please listen to it again on November the 16th, because I want to know, are they talking about, did somebody stay behind and never got on the plane back to the United States? Or is it someone else that they talked to about the death of Shanquella? I'm going to rewind it.
A press release stating they were investigating the death of a woman at Fundadores Beach Club. 2 days later, November 18th, the FBI announced it had launched an investigation into Robinson's death, nearly 3 weeks after she died. Now, in that police report, the doctor lists her cause of death as in the neck. It indicated to family she had been beaten. On November 16th, only after news agencies pressed Mexican authorities on the suspicious death did they share a press release stating they were investigating the death of a woman at Fundadores Beach Club. 2 days later, November 18th, the FBI announced it had launched an investigation into Robinson's death.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What are you guys thinking? Hey, come holler. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. I got to get in the room. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So was it some people are in the chat saying the cleaning lady? Some people in the chat saying the maid, the cleaning lady, or worker, helper, server, a service person. I don't think they call them maids over there. I think they call them service people, which is I guess a better way. Come holler at us, sister. Here's your tickets right here. 590-672. Come holler at people. Let's go. Okay, PS. And you've got something started over here too, PS. So you got 1 extra over there. And you got 2 right here. PS. Here's your ticket right here, 590-671. Come PS. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I think I show PS's ticket, and Tasha, you got 2 more on your ticket. You just need $1 more, and that ticket goes in. Okay, you guys, let's get into the look. Okay, Soldier Girl, I got you right here. Soldier Girl, I got you right here. Thank you, Soldier Girl. Let me put your name on up there because we really do appreciate it. We're gonna get into this commentary. Soldier Girl, right there, 590-670. Thank you, Soldier Girl. Thank you. All right. So, what do you guys think? Come on, you guys. Oh, Precocious saying, oh no, network issues detected. We can't recognize your performance visually. Kindly check your network connection or connect your IESP. Turning your network device or appliance off and on may help. After I get my second box, I'm going over to YouTube. It's saying it's doing something. Are you guys okay over there at Precocious? It's saying it's got a problem. It's wanting me to turn off my device and turn it back on. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. Okay? Go over to YouTube. Go over to YouTube, you guys. I'm going to let y'all stay on and get your boxes first, okay? Get your boxes and then come on over to YouTube. Did I hear that correctly? Was there a private chef expected? A private chef showed up on Tuesday. Could have been the private chef. Miss Didi said, I got kicked off. I don't know what's going on. We can't see or hear. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to go off then. Okay. I left mines too. That's okay. You guys. So could have been the private chef that they went over there, because I looked up Fendora Beach Club, and it's a very expensive resort that has golf, and oh my goodness, it's expensive to stay there. So they could have went to the service lady, the maid, whatever you want to call her, and spoke to her, and she said, yeah, she was cold, she was hard. She definitely wasn't even alive. And so they're going, who is the private chef and what does he know? Exactly. Well, why would the private chef? Because the private chef wouldn't know anything. If he was in their company, he may have been the one interviewed. Or was she drinking alcohol? Or did she have a virgin, Bloody Mary or whatever they call, or daiquiris and stuff? They have those, and because they said there was no alcohol in her system. And also, did you guys hear they said that her death was from heart failure. They didn't say it was from her neck. They didn't say it was from her spine. They literally said her death was from a heart attack. Congestive heart failure, CHF. That's what they said. Did you guys hear that? That was 2000 and I mean, that was November the 18th. Her dad stated that she didn't drink like that. Okay. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it a lot. But what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Are you thinking that Phyllis says no? But Soldier Girl is in the building. She says, but I only know because I have lost your brother. Woke the guy, how you doing? She says, no, I didn't hear that. You didn't hear it? They said, they didn't say it was from spinal cord injury. At the end, they said congestive heart failure. Did you hear about the confession letter? No, I have not. You want to call in, Rosie, and tell us about the confession letter? I have not heard about a confession letter. D Diva says, I'm at work, but I'm waving at everybody. She's saying hi. Tracy says, I believe the spinal and neck injury was the cause. Yes, I also believe but that's what they said on this newscast. And they've been talking to the family. They've been talking to Mexico. And this woman is really out there trying to get, I reached out to her to ask her a question like, did they say who they talked to or whatever? And she has not responded. Now, hold on, because my phone did ring and I didn't answer because I was in the car with Diesel. I need to probably call that person back. It probably was her because it actually was a call from Carolina. So I probably need to answer it. I'll call it back. Rosie, are you going to call in or do you need the number so you can call in? Let me put the number up for you, Rosie, because I want to hear about the confession letter. I wanted to share with you guys that they said Fendora, did she have prior heart issues? She's 25. And I mean, it's rare for a 25-year-old to be having heart. But I mean, she could though. All things is possible. And I have seen people, when there's trauma, things like that do happen. So yeah, Mary, that's a good question. Did she have prior heart issues? But somebody beating you like that, I mean, that will do it. That'll do it. It was the first girl fighting cousin was set up by Shanquella. It was the first girl fighting. It was the first girl fighting cousin. Are you gonna call in, girl? Come on, Rosie. Call me. Call me, Rosie. Call and tell us what you're talking about. Rosie, because I want to know about the confession letter. I wanted you guys to know that they did interview somebody at Fendora Beach Club. Look it up, Fendora Beach Club, on the case. So they wasn't just, we just seen the video. They went and spoke to somebody and said, hey, did you, okay, if it was the maid, they went and said, hey, was you working over here? And she was like, yeah, I was working at Laura 30, whatever number it was. And yeah, I found the girl. And yeah, was she breathing? She was hard. She was cold. She was hard. No, I don't believe she was alive. I could see that conversation taking place. And the Spanish girl saying, no, she was not alive. She was hard, And I actually, know she was probably deceased. But the friends came and the friends was like, oh, no, she's like that. She's just drunk, So, we got her up and everything. And they were acting like, oh, it's new. Like, oh, what are you doing on the floor? Get up. And, oh, she got drunk really last night. So the maid was probably like, oh, okay. And then she see the ambulance come and the doctor come. She was like, oh, okay, they taking care of it. I could see that happening and they playing it off. I could see that. Hey, this is SP. Hey, Rosie.
I was looking at a video not long ago where she came up with a confession letter from them.
Mm-hmm.
saying that the reason why it happened was because Shanquella set up the girl's cousin and had him taken out. So that's why they jumped her. Their intentions were not to kill her, but to teach her a lesson.
Okay. So was they their cousin or whatever? Did they say who it was? Because we were talking about one of the girls there. I think it was Elisa. What's her name? Elisa, the Hyatt girl. Her stepbrother. I think it was her stepbrother or something. Can't remember now. Got killed, and there was a girl there.
That might have been it, but they said it was like the girl that was doing all the uppercuts, all the swinging and fighting. It was her cousin, but they could have it. I don't believe it really, but they had put that letter out and saying to all the celebrities, while they donating all this money, they need to learn the facts. Shanquella is not the person y'all are assuming. It was a lot. That lady's live was like 3 hours. Her talking about the case.
So they were talking bad about Shanquella?
The people that wrote the confession, the lady that's hosting it, no.
Right.
She was giving her opinion and saying how she didn't believe this, and like they believe after how the guy was saying he was rubbing her hair and playing soft music. He's already known to be as she would say, a rapist. She believed that he probably bothered her in that state while she was like that. Because he's known his background has that in it. But yeah, said that he had his way with her.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, it was a lot she was saying that makes you wonder, but they said that they put the letter out.
Okay.
And I was just like, but I seen you were on, so I stopped watching the video. What came to you?
Okay, so but you was watching the replay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna send it to you once I finished watching it.
Well, right now there's a lot of people making fake pages saying that this is the mother, this is the cousin, this is the sister, this is the such and such, and then they're saying crazy stuff, and that is not so. They actually not doing too much talking, and if they are, they've got a representative. He's over I think it's the Million March, something down there in Charlotte. He's speaking. He's the speaker for them. So I'm pretty sure they've told them to only speak with, like news and things of that nature. So now who was supposed to have wrote the letter though?
She didn't never call her name. She was just saying that they had put it out, a confession letter.
Okay. And
they did it from a fake page because they disabled all their social media. So it came from a page unknown.
Okay.
But that was said.
Okay.
That the reason why she was jumped was because she set the girl's cousin up to be killed. Their intentions were not to kill her, but to teach her a lesson.
Well, yeah, that's a good theory. I mean, that was the first theory that came out. Also, it was that that was the first theory that came out, that she had set someone up and they got killed, or actually they went to jail or something and they got killed, and so they just found out it was her or whatever. So yeah, that was the first story that came out, but we don't know
exactly. but they're saying they found it out while they were on the trip. When she was doing the video asking where everybody was, they was plotting on her then.
Mm.
She walked in on them plotting.
Right.
Because I guess, like, she confessed not knowing that one of them was related to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand. Why would you confess on setting somebody up to people you barely know?
Right. Right.
I mean...
Somebody even also told me when they were in the room and they were plotting, this is their thought and theory on it. When they was thinking, and she was like, she come in the room and the girl said that she was going to keep it hot. And she was like, oh, she going to keep it crump. It was like a big joke because they were talking about her and how they were going to beat her. And she even spoke it on there. It's like, she going to keep it crump. You know, that's what she said. And but they were talking about her. But then the girl switched up and was talking about something in her suitcase. She was talking about something in her. But you know how people do when you come in the room and they're talking about you. They be like, yeah, I'm going to keep it hot or whatever. And then she was like, oh, she said she going to keep it hot. And everybody's looking like, and then the girl turns around and act like, oh, my suitcase, you know, something wasn't there. Or I'm mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to play it off like we wasn't talking about you. We talking about something came up missing in my suitcase. But the whole entire time they were talking about how she gonna break, you know, beat her up.
It's so sad.
Right.
And they keep coming up with excuses and how the parents are taking up for them.
Right. Well, and you know, and then that's another thing, you know, some people were saying that the parents, you know, and you know, I don't know to believe those are the parents that's talking because I'm pretty sure the attorneys done told everybody just to shut up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people be like, well, I would say something, you know, you would only just gonna make matters worse. So, you know, clear your name, go to the police and clear your name, you know.
Exactly, instead of hiding out.
But you know what? And I'm not going to hold you long, but I was talking to this attorney about the case. We were talking for a little bit. And it's a female, and she's down there in that area. She said that more than likely it's going to be hard to get the friends, but she can file a civil lawsuit against the ones that, first of all, lied to the police because they lied to the doctor and the police. That also is reason why her daughter is not here, because had they not say it was alcohol poison and then not let her go to the hospital, she probably could have went to the hospital and got some help. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So they are a part of it, because I was asking her, do you think that they're going to get any time? And she says, well, they definitely can't arrest her over here for what she did over there, but the mother can file a lawsuit against every last one of them and get the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying?
They can be shipped back to Mexico where it happened at.
Yeah, but United States is just not like, oh, here's our people. You know, they got to have enough evidence to prove to them that they did it. And I think that United States and Mexico is working hand in hand. So I don't think that's going to be a problem to get Dejanay. I mean, well, the lady that we see hitting her.
Okay.
I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. But, you know.
I believe her best friend was in the room when it was going on.
What, Shanquella's best friend? Yeah, he sat there and watched it.
Yep.
And then he said, "You're not going to fight back, Shanquella?" And she said, "No." And you know, every time when I hear her say no, it just does something to me.
Yep. That's just the one I was saying. Why he's saying he wasn't there. And he was doing too much explaining on getting his times wrong. And the dude, Gerald,
yes,
he broke it down good too.
Mm-hmm.
Because he interviewed him. So it's going to all come out.
Right.
It's going to all come out.
Right. I think with them interviewing the service lady and having the video, that's why they had to put out that warrant. And once they put out the warrant for her arrest and now know that she's not in Mexico, they come to the United States saying, "Hey, your people came over here, murdered somebody. They your people, you know." Yeah. And I was reading the report in Mexico. They call her a foreign girl. And so they are covering it, but very small over there. They're not covering it like big. But as long as we make noise over here and we keep her name out, you know, to the public that, you know, we want to see something done. And by the way, tomorrow at 4:00, they're going to be holding an event for her. So the family, people can be there and support the family. They're going to have it at that Little Rock church. It's called a Little Rock something church. They're holding an event for her.
Will they be live streaming it?
I'm pretty sure some people are going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be looking out for it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Sugar Mama, thank you for the super chat. Sugar Mama, thank you for the super chat. Okay. So Sugar Mama, here's your numbers: 590-665-666-667-668 and 669 twice. These is all yours, Sugar Mama. Ooh-wee, you got them. You got them, girl. 5, 10, 15, 22, 5, 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Okay. She said, get it. Okay, somebody else that just called in, please call on back in and tell me what you think. I want somebody to tell me what they think about this Fandur Beach Club. Do they think it's just a maid that they went and talked to? Hey, this is SP. This is SP.
Good evening, SP. How are you?
I'm good. How you do? Come holler at us, sister.
I'm fine. Hello to everyone in the chat. I want to talk about that place, and I want to also go back to something that everyone keeps dancing to. I believe that the chef is who they had to locate.
Oh, the chef?
Yeah, the guy that saw it. Because remember, just stay with me for once. I promise you it ain't going to be a long time.
Okay, that's okay. You're okay.
The mother said she spoke to her and they were at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they were having tacos. The man was preparing the tacos.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a bird's eye view of each one of them's mannerisms. He may not understand what they're saying, and maybe he does understand English a little bit. That's here or there. But he's watching. So if everybody got a drink, he knows if they got alcohol to drink, or she might say, no, I want something like you said, a virgin drink.
Mm-hmm.
So he watched her. Okay? He watched them. He watched them. He prepared their food, and then he goes on about his business. But when he left them, everybody was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's switch over. They started playing games. Something Shanquella revealed. Somebody just said it. Something she revealed. They was doing the push-ups, and she was recording at one point, laughing at the girl, Winter. I think, well, come on, Winter, what are you doing? I think I can really see the two young ladies on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But something happened. You know how they play that truth or dare game? You tell something, or you gotta tell the truth, the lie, or something. Something Shanquella said that they weren't certain of, and we're gonna go back a little bit, and I'm gonna hang up. You go back to the young lady's sister being killed in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
All of this is tying into something. We just can't put it together. It's a jigsaw puzzle, but the puzzle is on the table. We just don't have, and we have the outside of it. We just don't have the pieces that go in the middle. This didn't happen over there. They're saying she said something, she did something funny. I believe it all started back in North Carolina. Unfortunately, Shanquella didn't know who she was around. She went to school with them. Just because you go to school with somebody, you don't know everybody you go to school with. You may be acquainted with somebody. Her friend that invited her, he knew. He knew everything. He knew everything. They talked about it. When I can't get over when she's walking through this place and she's hollering, I can't say the words she said. I don't want to get you in trouble, but it don't take that long to get naked.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's saying she woke up out the bed. Go back to that video. They all have a private villa. They were supposed to have been going skinny dipping. They didn't need, they had a pool or something right there at their disposal.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't need to go anywhere else. If you rent one of those places, it's absolutely gorgeous. So you have everything you want there. She walking through, you bees, it don't take that long to get naked. Where y'all at? Well, they do. They back in the back main bedroom talking about how was she listen. She gonna pay for what she did.
Right.
And you hear the one in the blue. I don't know their names by heart. The one in the blue is the one saying, I'm gonna keep beating on her until.
Right.
And she said, you gonna whatever let go, would you? And they looked at her real funny. And the thing is, she looking at them like, I thought we was going outside. Ain't none of y'all got y'all clothes off. Even though the guy was walking in front of her, I think she was already prepared to go out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they had planned to do. Now, the reason I'm saying that, if you listen to the young man and say, I wasn't there, I didn't do anything, he talks about, I missed everything. I was supposed to have been at the dinner. We were supposed to go out to the pool, the skinny dip or whatever. We were supposed to ride on it. He tells the whole agenda that they had set up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of his name. Not the one that was
Nazir.
He tells in his little video, I wasn't there, I missed everything. They had dinner, we were supposed to go to the pool and hang out. I missed all it. So now wait a minute. How was you supposed to go to the pool when you said you was at the pool and you kept hollering back in the room? Come on, Quilla, get up. Come on, Quilla. So wait a minute. Was you at the pool or was you in the cab coming there? Then let's speed up. You all come back. Did you not think the people was going to do an autopsy because you're not thinking? You were able to convince Mexico not to touch her.
Mm-hmm.
Because the length, you know what I'm saying? No, they believe that, what they said. You know why? Because most of us who go on vacation, we do. We drink and have a good time and get inebriated. So they believe what they were saying.
Right.
But the doctor, how could you say that she was stable when you couldn't even get a clear sentence out of her?
Right.
So you know what the doctor come back and say? I didn't understand everything they were saying because of the language barrier.
Right. Right.
So then you get this young. Their plan has worked. as far as they know, their plan has worked. And now they have already packed up. Don't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody change. Soon as they get, oh my God. Soon as they ain't care. Soon as the doctors came and got her, they went to another hotel quickly. They had already started setting that in motion.
So could they have went to the Fundora Beach Club?
Yes.
They could have went to the Fundora Beach Club. See, yeah, they could have went to the Fundora Beach Club.
They went out that night.
Yeah.
They went out. That's where they went.
Oh, so they could have went to the Fundora Beach Club before the fight? I mean, not fight. Before the beat down?
Yeah, I think that's where they were.
The Fundora Beach Club. Now, you know what? I need to find out is the beach club. Now, I seen some golfing going on, and it's really nice. But is it a place where you have, like, I don't know, stripper, dancers, some women of the night, type of...
On those resorts like that, SB, they already have their own club. So where they went could be right there on you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, like, right there. So they didn't really have to go far. I was under the impression, and like you, I have to research too. I thought they went to that place after.
Why would they go to the Fundora Beach Club, though? But they could have, though. You're right. They all could have been at the Fundora Beach Club partying.
Yes. Well, and you asking why the police would go there and check, because they wanted to see if they went after they picked up Shanquella. They wanted to see, did they come here? Because, they said no.
Yeah,
just went to
something could have happened that night if they went out dancing and partying.
Exactly.
And they could have went to the beach club. They could have been having a party or something at the beach club, so they went there.
Mm-hmm. Now, remember, even though nobody has said anything, when it all comes out, it's one person, maybe two, who really is having a difficult time with this. They may not have liked Shanquella, but they don't like what happened either.
Right.
Like, I'm acquainted with you, but what's her name? The one that you said her name, and she's saying she don't have to fight.
That Hyatt girl, Elisa Hyatt.
So the problem here is that I'm gonna tell you what I have a problem with, and no one has to. I have a problem with these parents. Y'all didn't lose y'all child. Y'all child came back home to you.
Mm-hmm.
Your children are here.
Right.
You wonder why the YouTubers and all of us, why we saying they need to be prosecuted, because even if you was here and you was somewhere and somebody died, you're accessory.
Yeah.
Now, Mexico may not see it that way, but in the United States, we do know it's accessory.
Well,
you in the car and somebody get killed, you shooting, they shooting. I just have a problem with, and then here the mitigated goal of you to go sit in this child's mother's house.
Mm-hmm. And eat and pick out clothes to wear to the funeral.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
When she said that, we were picking out clothes to wear to the funeral, to the service. I was like, God, girl. Oh, my goodness. I mean, how disrespectful can you be?
That's really cold.
At least just go hide under a rock or something. And I think
that young man, the last one that claimed he got there long, all of it's going to come out at some point. We just can't get it the way we want because it's not in the United States. I believe that young man was kept abreast of everything that was going on. The one that claimed he got there afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
When you got ready to get on the plane, they told you this is what we're doing. When you got to Mexico, you text somebody and said, "I'm at the airport. It's going to take me such," and they told you what was going on.
Right.
You're not going to tell me you didn't know. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
But that's not going to bring her back.
No.
But we have to keep talking about it because Mexico is going to drag their feet. They don't care that it's one of our children that lost their life over there.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with these other countries. Now, has she been something else? It may be on CNN breaking every day, like we see other things, but we don't.
Yeah, we don't. But you know, and it's not that important to them because whatever reason. But you know what bothers me more than CNN not showing it every day, show it one time, a little 2-second clip or whatever. But what bothers me more is, and I'm just going to be honest with you, because I just had to block somebody in here. They come in and they say the most silliest things. And they don't even understand they're part of the problem. That's why some people, especially cultures or you say nationalities, do not get covered because you have a dividance in the people already. And the one lady the other time we was on, she kind of said, she kind of told the truth, you know, a little bit. But I mean, because you got people in here and, you know, I'm just being honest with you. They're the same color as me. And they be like, SP, you just spreading rumors. Ain't nobody trying to spread no rumors. You know, we're trying to keep this girl's name alive. We're trying to keep it trending, trying to get the news to talk about what's wrong. This woman is in North Carolina. Her daughter didn't get to come home. And you're sitting there telling somebody to shut up. Right. Why don't you do something positive and quit telling me to stop doing what I'm doing? I'm doing what I can do in Kansas. I don't know where you at or whatever. But if you go to every channel telling everybody, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. You got this wrong. Shut up. You spelled the name wrong. Shut up. You pronounced it wrong. No, you do what you do and like you've been doing is shut up and just, you know, quit following people telling them to stop. They're talking because I got a daughter that's 30. And if she did not come home, I don't care who's saying what, keep her name out there. Oh, but that's you. That's not her. That's what her mother is doing. You can't get answers really on social media, but you can make enough noise. And it's like anything else. If you make enough noise and you make interest, the news will cover it. And then she may get some justice. But if you don't say nothing, it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And here's even the more crazy is that we will attack each other, but we won't go on them other channels and say nothing. I've heard this said over and over again, and I don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't like it. Why do we think it's such a big issue that one of the major journalists have somewhat picked up this story?
Oh, and really did you hear Jesse? Is it Jesse Jackson's daughter is going to advocate on the behalf, or she's going to be one of the people that's going to speak at the event?
I heard that the other day when they were announcing.
Yeah.
We have to stop thinking. I don't want, I hope you understand that those listening that what I'm saying. We have to stop thinking that our voice is not enough.
Our voice, when we've got numbers behind them, people like, you just want clicks and views. You know what? I don't get nothing for clicks and views. I get awareness for clicks and views. And you should be doing the same thing, because if it's your child, you're going to want somebody to speak, try to go and find what they can, if they can, because then you don't know who's kin to who know who. You don't know. We're all tied together, some kind of shape, form, or fashion. But if you can just unravel it just a little bit to get some kind of truth, she can get some justice. But you want everybody to just stop, shut up, just don't say nothing. You got this wrong. You said this. You spelled the name wrong. Well, who cares? You know who I'm talking about or whatever. Like, I just don't get it. I see it, and it bothers me more than, I understand why Fox News don't cover it. I understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand why every other YouTuber that's warriors for children, that's advocating for children, that's advocating for humanity, do not cover it, because it can happen to any of us, any of our kids. And then that's when this is what I see all the time. As soon as it happened to them, they're like, nobody won't help. Nobody didn't call. Because nobody want to get involved, because you want to say, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about, or whatever. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We all should keep ringing the bell until the bell.
Exactly. 9 times out of 10, when the family don't want you, just want you to leave it alone, they will tell you. They will say, social media needs to stop putting my child's name out there. They should just leave it alone. They got everything wrong. Of course, we're going to have everything wrong. But I guarantee you, because of social media, is why they're doing an investigation. It's not because of the person that left the comment talking about, you don't know what you're talking about. It's not because of that person.
The mother actually has said, and she's appreciated the YouTubers and the bloggers speaking out on her child. So that's not the case. She's very appreciative of that, because she knows, and she has been. I know she's very tired. You know, somebody made a comment the other day. She looks worn out. Well, wouldn't you be?
Yeah, the word,
is that what you paying attention to? How she looking? This woman probably ain't sleeping. All she can remember is her daughter told her she was getting ready to eat some tacos.
Girl, I would be looking like, oh my goodness. I already know. I already know how I'd be looking, because, like when my mother passed away, I mean, I was like, I couldn't take a shower. I couldn't eat. I was crying all the time. I just wanted to lay down, and I was looking, I'm pretty sure I lost 20-30 pounds in 1 week. And then I got kids, so I had to get up. But this is a mother losing a child. You're just sick. And then the people had nerves to come to your house and eat and pick out clothes to the service and just continue to lie to you and almost try to swindle $5,000 from you before they even get. Oh my goodness. Girl, I would be feeling so like, I know, like, I allowed these people to come in my house, sit down, eat my food, sit in my house in my presence, and they murdered my child.
Now, and here's the thing. Who was it that called her to say, listen, what they told you is not true? So apparently it had to be somebody from inside that room.
Yeah, exactly. Out of the 6 people that was there, somebody called mom and said, hey, they were over here fighting.
Yes.
Because nobody else would know mom's number.
Nobody in Mexico knows the mother's number.
Exactly. So one of them is
somebody star 67 her, so she wouldn't see the number. But I'm certain, because her mind was so bothered, so whatever I'm lost for words, but she couldn't catch the voice. And they might have distorted their voice. They're
gonna figure out who it was. They're gonna figure out who it was. Because
I don't know why these people don't think digital footprint works. Everything that went on over there is going to be tracked. You can tell everybody till the cows come home that the plane landed, you wasn't there. Believe me, digital footprint is going to capture everything and has captured everything. That's how we know about the fight, because digital imprint captured it.
Right. Somebody in that group is not 100%, is eating at them.
Yeah. They knew she was going to fight her SP, but I don't think they wanted her to go that far.
Right.
And she went too far. When she swung her on that floor, that little girl, she was very petite-like. And the young lady that was fighting her could have been almost 100 pounds heavier than her. That's just.
Exactly.
And so when she swung her and threw her down on that, what you say, towel floor,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, that was it. Now, she might not have died instantly, but it wasn't like she was going to sit, get up, and run.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And that's what we got to keep in mind, that this young lady, I don't care what she did. I don't care what she did before they went there.
Right.
You should have had it. I don't care what she said.
Right.
You went too far.
Right.
And I say what I said the other day. Not only her life is gone, now 6 other people's lives are destroyed because of your rage, your revenge.
Right.
And if it's for a dead person, what you don't want makes no sense.
Right. Okay.
But thank you. I've enjoyed talking to you. But yeah, I'm like you. I want to know who they want to talk to at that. But I think it's where they want to hang out. I think it's where they went after they left their village.
You know, I didn't think about that. So yeah, they probably did. Yeah, well, it could have been, you said after they left, or could have been the party, because you know they didn't make it to Mexico and then everybody just went to bed.
No.
So they could have went to Fundora Beach Club to party before, and something happened there, and maybe that's what when I'm saying, hey, we was at the Fundora Beach Club, and woo, 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 woo. Yeah, hey.
The mindset that they have, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it could have been before, but I'm thinking that once they got their stuff together, packed up their stuff, they went to the new place and they went out from there. That's what I think.
Because I thought I heard that when they got another hotel, they went closer to the airport. And
well, that don't mean they didn't go get an Uber and go to a club, though.
Okay.
I gotta look that place up and see how far it is from the airport.
Exactly.
It's just my thought. I may be totally off. It could have been what they did before, but
yeah. Well, you know, at least we know that, you know.
Nothing I'm saying is factual. It's just my opinion and my thoughts. That's all.
Right.
It's a sad situation. I wouldn't want nobody to go through this. I have a child close to their age as well, and I wouldn't want to know my child went on vacation and came back to me in a box.
Okay.
That just don't work for me.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you again, and I'm going back in the bushes.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And somebody said maybe it's their alibi. And somebody says, no, SP. It is actually, it was after the fact. I don't know, you guys. Is this the hotel you're looking? I got the hotel. I recorded. Hey, this is SP. Hello.
How you doing, SP?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So listen, I think they went to that place afterwards. You know, they thought they had their butts covered, you know, with their story, and you know, hey, we're gonna party a little bit more before we get out of Mexico.
Okay.
You know, they just, I don't know. I still cannot figure out any of them.
I know Betty says she think it is. Lisa's in the chat. She says she think it's after. You say, and you know, I'm like, I think they went to the club the night before. I think it's before, but we're gonna see.
Did they get in?
Huh?
What time did they arrive in Mexico?
They arrived early that morning. Like, I think somebody said, I think Brown Sugar said like 10 or something that morning.
Mm-hmm. Well, they could have done both, you know. we need to contact the place.
I would think they went out that night. I don't know, because after somebody died,
who are recording somebody getting beaten to death?
I don't know. I don't know.
You know,
I don't.
They ain't wrapped tight. They're not wrapped tight.
I know, but that's a little bit too much to. Okay. We just witnessed a death. We just witnessed somebody get killed, and then.
They be just, hey, I need that drink because of what we did. You know. I don't know. I think maybe afterwards, but given that arrival time, they probably did go out that night before, but
I can't.
The way they were, and then taking her money too, you know, they probably took her money to go out afterwards too, and paying other people off. I just think we're looking at a group of people, SP, that most people don't normally deal with, and then look at their ages too. You know, you and I would not act like that.
Right.
Oh, you know what? That's my daughter calling. My granddaughter's got double ear infection, and they're running out of antibiotics in our city.
Okay.
Gotta go.
All right. Okay, there's 2 more calls that needs to come through. I know one is Miss Val, and the other one, I'm waiting on. There's one. Okay, we got about 3 minutes. What's going on, Miss Val?
Hey, Miss SP. I heard that they said she went into cardiac arrest.
Yes.
But if that girl's neck and that spine, because remember, I just had spinal surgery and it threw me into a heart attack. So that's probably, she was in so much pain, that probably caused the cardiac arrest on that girl's body.
Exactly.
25 years old.
Yes.
They haven't been nothing about no heart problems or anything. They beat that girl until, you know, she couldn't fight back. She was drained of energy. She just was a slump dog, you know, left there to die. Because if she was in pain for 15 minutes, do you know how painful that could be with no anesthetic or nothing else? The baby just sitting there suffering, and it was too much on her heart.
Right.
But this is just getting crazier and crazier. And I mean, I couldn't go to a mother's house knowing that I have done something or witnessed something and sit there in her face and lie like that. That's a sociopath. I mean, they are crazy about, oh, this is what we wear to the funeral. I don't even know if her body got back yet, but y'all already getting ready for the funeral like ain't nothing happened to this girl.
Do you think they went to the club before they did that or after?
Maybe after they relocated, because I heard that they used her credit card to get back here, back to Carolina, or back to their prospective homes.
Okay.
I said, this is crazy. I said, but here in California, if you were somebody and they do a crime or somebody is killed in the action of your action, you're going down just like you did it yourself.
Right.
So I hope they pursue them charges against all 6 of them.
Right.
I mean, if Regan or Higgin wasn't there, okay, he might be the only one that might get a little lead, but the rest of them, all of them should go down.
Okay.
I don't care if you want to call it ambulance and this and that, winter or whatever, allegedly. I mean, we don't know because we wasn't there, but it's a sad situation all the way around, and I feel for that mother and that father.
Right.
You know, up to see your child being beat, and you can't get to her.
Right.
You know, and you're thinking, okay, alcohol poison. Y'all came up with the weakest excuse.
Right.
Will not let her be taken to the hospital where they possibly could have saved her life.
Right. You're right.
They knew it was done. If they went to that hospital and they started running tests and stuff and seeing that, they knew they wasn't going to get out of Mexico without being arrested.
Yeah.
So I said, well,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll go back in the chat and listen to some more, see what's going on.
All righty. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We got 2 more phone calls, you guys, and we're going to get out of here. So the 2 phone calls that just came in, I know one of them is a Sugar Mama, and then one of them is a number I don't have programmed, but I want that person to call back in. They called twice or 3 times already, so I want to give them the opportunity to tell us what they think or what's going on. There are no charges in U.S., so the prayer is Mexico want them all. They could have at least showed her some dignity at her demise. I can't with them. They cold-hearted. You know what, though, you guys? I don't know. Just remember, I think this Fendora Beach Club is going to play a big role because right after they went over there. That's when they was decided to do a press conference and put a warrant out for the arrest of them. So whoever they talked to at the beach club, they see them partying or whatever, or sit this, because remember Gerardo Zingini, whatever his name is, I don't know, his name is Gerardo Zingini. He said something about there was something before. Just remember, you guys heard it here first. Ain't nobody said nothing about Fandora. So when you start hearing about Fandora, you're going to say, SP is not that stupid. It's little things like that that makes the difference. You know what I'm saying? Did they get did they go to the beach club and start talking and it's recorded? Because Gerardo said there was something recorded. He said it was something recorded. Yeah, it seemed like they wanted Shanquella to fight back for a reason. Yeah. Because it was like, okay, we're filming, go. And then she was like, okay. I was like, what the heck? SP, go right ahead.
Good evening, Miss SBN family. How is everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good. And thank you for the super chat, Sugar Mama.
You're very welcome. I was just a little worried. I didn't see one of our main family. She's not there today. Is she okay? It's what? Sonia
Watts. Oh, she's driving back from, she's out of town.
Oh, good for her. Now, what I want to say about the Shanquella case, remember when she was in the hammock sleeping? And her so-called best friend was recording. Do you remember the words he said when he was recording? Yeah. So which means they had that plan to take her out. Because if this is your best friend and she's sleeping, why would you say these words? Why couldn't you say something like, okay, baby, relax and stuff like that? But look at the words he said. And his mama lawyered up now. She have to realize Shanquella came from, you know what I want to say, like every other mother that made a child or a C-section. Okay? It's not to say Shanquella, she came from another altruist in her body. And every dog has its day.
Right.
And his is coming.
Okay.
Why would you sit down and lawyer up with your son? And when he was making that video, he was so nervous about it. Come on now. And you know what? She's laying down, but she's not asleep. And her spirit already arrived. She's going to come for all of them. Piece by piece. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. That's all I have to say. I'll be short about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. This is the last call, you guys. Hey, this is SP. Go right ahead.
SP, I appreciate and I love that what you guys are doing for Shanquella. I'm going to tell you, they went out and partied after the fact, just like the previous caller indicated.
You think they went out and partied?
Yeah, because they took her credit card, of course. And I'm going to tell you up front, Shanquella, unfortunately, you guys got to get prepared for this. Shanquella died between 7 a.m.
See, hold on, I can't hear you.
Shanquella died between the hours of 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. They did it that early in the morning. If you look very closely at the video when the girl's coming in, that's when the sun is coming up. They had they were up early. They wanted to do this. And even when the doctors got there, a doctor cannot look at a patient and say to them, and I'm not medically inclined, but I'm just saying, the doctor showed up at 3 o'clock and you look like you were practically halfway in the grave, or you weren't moving. He should only go by that time, at that time. He don't know what happened at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
So between them beating her up and jumping her and trying to get their story together and trying to figure out if they're going to call a doctor or call a nurse or do whatever, that's what led up to that time finally at 3 o'clock when someone showed up or when a person called. And I believe that's why the mother has the time frames of when she got the call of first she wasn't feeling well. I bet you her call that she got, and they said 4 o'clock, they said that she had deceased, but she got a call before then when she was sick. And I'm upset that they're not talking about Khalil, because I'm sorry. I think Khalil is the serpent from the Bible who gave the apple to the other 5 so that they can get this done. Okay, just because he's not out here saying anything or posting anything, he was the serpent. He was upset, from my understanding, that she had a video of him with some other guy. What other way to get back at her? By getting something on her. And by doing so and making sure that you don't show me in the room. So I'm not around. So that's why we're thinking, oh, this was this person, this was that person, but you don't see Khalil because he can say, I didn't have nothing to do with it. But he put them all up to it. I believe that. And I'm just frustrated that his name is not one of the names that is out there that people are talking about, because he was supposed to be the best friend to look after her, or at least be his friend and then go to her mother's house and lie in front of her. So he would be the one that I would be on. Not all of, I mean, yes, on this today, Shenette, and on Winter. Winter, you did your part too. I don't care what you say. I saw that flip. They may have took the video off, but I saw another person come into play and flip her. And then I could not find that video after that. So
you seen a video with somebody else flipping her?
I saw that video when it first came out. And then when I tried to go back and look for it, could not find it. So that could be a video that the police, the FBI have taken so that they could have it, so that they could have proof of that. And that's why it's not circulating. But I saw it. And I've been on other YouTube channels and heard other people say they saw it too, but they can't find it now. So it does exist. And I saw a flip, not just, her being thrown to the ground like Shenette did. I saw her being flipped over someone's shoulder, like flipped. And I was like, yeah. So I'm just, it's just sad. And I wasn't even going to get all into this whole situation, because I do have a daughter that's 25. I worry about her every day too. And when she brought it to my attention, I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking? And ever since she told me what happened, I have not put my phone down. I go home and I look on the news for it. I look on court TV for it. I look for it, and it's sad that, it has us, doing it. I'm glad that the word is out there, because I want them all to be caught. But I feel so sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm dealing with corona right now. I really do. That's how sickening this is to me. I feel like I'm sick, like I was sick with the whole corona control of restructuring our nation's America, supposedly. That's really what that was. But that's all neither here nor there. But that's how sick I feel about this case. I just wanted to say that. I hope I pray for their mother and family, and they all need to be caught. They all need to go. And that's what we should have a parade when they all get caught. So,
okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. We got a lot of feedback. I want to say thank you guys for calling in and sharing your thoughts, your opinions, your concerns, your questions. We're going to be back Monday. I just want to let everybody know, if you are in the area of North Carolina, they are going to have the event tomorrow at 4 p.m. Make sure you guys go. I do believe that we will probably get some kind of coverage of it and talk about it. But Monday, we're just going to come out with some more stuff, and hopefully you guys just be careful out there. All right. And I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give.